Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our playthrough of Dominions 4. If you remember, the tides have turned against Abyssia, and we are now marching roughshod over their territories, taking what we want, and showing them who's boss. I'm going to go ahead and build a castle here, I've decided, instead of waiting to take this territory, because I'm afraid of what might move down from Abyssia if we wait too long. We also need to keep reinforcing our troops. We have our background recruitment set up. Our reinforcements are moving north as well. So, we'll go ahead and end the turn and see if we can continue to take these provinces. So we've completed some more research and evocation. Dahuna the Mummy has claimed the throne of the law in the name of Grugtar. So Dahuna, our prophet, is back at work. We've cast some Pale Riders. We're continuing to look for Bob to come back from the dead. We had a battle in Liss. Ooh, what was here? More bloody fire drakes. Oh, so frustrating. What's a madman? Ah, an insane human. That I've never seen that before. So we have more fire drakes causing us huge losses. We're going to probably have to halt our advance and start getting our reinforcements up there. But we did take it. We did regain some more infantries. Man, we are just going to be low on troops at this point. Unexpected event in Sleepy Mountains. We found a magic site. That's great. Sneaking enemy was discovered. One of their slayers. We killed him. 4 battle afflictions. And we have our patrolling troops. And we have some lack of supplies we'll need to look into. Which province is this? Right here where our reinforcements are coming. So we'll get them moved up here. But we've taken another territory with another throne. Which throne is here? The Throne of Might. If we take this, it'll spread our dominions, and any of our troops that get blessed get +2 strength. We're not running holy troops, so not a big deal. But we will want to make sure we hold this. So we're going to need to set up quite a bit of defense in this province. I don't want Abyssia taking it back. So let me go ahead, set up our recruitment and reinforcement for this turn, and we'll be back to the end of the turn in just a moment. We have our recruitment set up, our magic spells being cast. Oh, almost forgot to have us produce another living water in a jar. We don't want to stop because when we go underwater here, we're going to need a solution. I'm still coming up with a plan for this. I think it's going to have to be an undead plan, but it'll work. Dahuna, we got moving over to retake this throne for us as well with his undead holy powers. And we're going to keep trying to get Bob to come back from the dead. So we'll go ahead and end this turn and be back in just a moment. Ritual Rebirth has been cast. More Pale Riders on our side. We're going to have a massive army to fight against Pelagia, which I have a plan to use those to our advantage. Unexpected event in Wicker Woods. Minus some gold. Heavy snowfalls have blocked important trade routes. Not a big deal. Sneaking enemies discovered and killed. A Shadow Imp. Ooh, he got 5 guys. And another assassin caught and killed by our troops. That's scary to think that one assassin took out 10 guys at once. That's pretty bad. Battle affliction occurred, and we've killed 21 filthy brigands where we're patrolling. Always good. So, now we're going to need to spend a couple turns building our forces back up, building up some gold, getting this castle built. So these next few turns are going to be rather quick. I'm going to set up the next turn in the background, come back to show you its result, because we're not going to really be moving any armies, just reinforcing. So we'll do that, show you the results, probably do that for a couple more turns to move very quickly, and then we can begin reassaulting Abyssia again. So, let's see you when this turn is over. We have our reinforcements set up down here in the south. I did notice a rather large army from Femoria building up here. Now, we have enough troops, and I'm not too worried about them, but they may be trying to get sneaky on us and might be trying to do something. So we'll see what happens. I think they've still been at war with Pelagia, though. So I think that might be draining their resources as well. We'll go ahead and finish out this turn, see if anything happens. And it looks like we have a couple more assassins from Abyssia. They're getting desperate to stop us. So, let's take a look. Ritual Rebirth. No new magic sites. Abyssia's got another prophet. We keep killing theirs. Couple sneaking guys. We had a Slayer. We had another Slayer. These are they're very cheap. Ooh. But they're equipped with magic items, so we're getting a few of those. And another Slayer caught and killed. Our normal curing happening. Patrolling troops killed some dragons, and we have a lack of supplies. Let's take a look. That's right here. Only has 46 supplies in this territory, so we're going to need to figure something out. We can't just sit here very long. I think we might just need to reinforce and keep moving through territories. So, let me go ahead and set up the rest of this turn, and we'll be back in just another moment. We have everything set up for the turn, including taking this territory full of fire snakes, getting Dahuna up here to take this throne for us. That'll put us at 3 thrones out of the 7. The other 4 are located... Oh, where is the last one? Ah, there we go. Nope. I'm not sure where the last throne is. I'll need to look around, because we have 1, 2, 3 of the thrones. And then here is 4, 5, and 6. I'm not sure where the last one is. I'll need to look around. Maybe I've missed it somewhere. So we're set up here for this turn. We'll go ahead and end it. See what happens. We have our results. I've given up on getting Bob back. I've tried multiple turns. He hasn't showed up. I have a feeling that he might not have had a heroic ability. I don't remember, so that might be why we can't get him to come back. We cast some more Pale Riders. Didn't find any magic sites. We had a battle in Menace. I think this is that territory we were just attacking with the fire snakes. We've taken it, lost a standard, gained some of those fire snakes for ourselves, lost a few regular guys. Oh, we took out the Anathema Dragon, so that's going to help. That's another one of those mage priests that they have. Their Shadow Imp got away. Caught another sneaking Shadow Imp, got him killed. And killed a Filthy Brigand, helping to take down the unrest in that territory. So we're closing the noose around Abyssia. Once this is done, building our castle, we'll be able to just push against Abyssia here. Let's see what's up here. We got about 70 enemy units. With what we have here, 149 in this large block. I'm not sure I want to push that yet. I'll have to do some thinking on that in a moment. But we're going to continue recruiting, because I think we'll be able to push through this very quickly. I have no idea what Femoria has up here. Let's go ahead, have one of our mages cast... Oh, let's find him here. Where is he? There we go. A Harvester of Sorrows, which we'll send to the north to go ahead and investigate so we can get our eyes on what's happening here. Because we're going to take a couple turns to move our troops up there before we assault as well. So, I'll go ahead and set up the rest of this turn and talk to you in another second. Again, we're getting near the end of Abyssia. I think we can move pretty quickly in these episodes to take them out. I decided to go ahead and to continue to push north in this province here. Might as well take another province, keep pushing against Abyssia. We have so much money coming in now. You can see that we have an extra 1,200 gold per turn that we're getting. We can just drop a huge amount of province defense as we march our army through and not have to worry too much about this being retaken. Especially because it has heavy infantry, regular infantry, our troops. It's just insane the amount of defense we can get here and not have to leave our forces behind. So, we'll go ahead and end this turn. And quite a few things from that turn. We got higher up in evocation. Again, a large number of spells that we're not going to be able to make use of because we don't have very powerful mages right now. But we might as well keep going up. Ooh, Pillar of Fire. We could cast this. It can't work underwater, but if we ever want to, we could use this spell in battle. Do a lot of fire damage. Maybe against Femoria, that'll come in handy. We cast our Harvester of Sorrows. There was a battle in the Great Mountains. We lost another Augur. I'm not a big fan of losing the Augurs. It looks like we're getting a little bit low. We need to reinforce with some of those. But once we have that castle built up here, we'll be able to just start churning them out. And we have caught a few more of their infantries have joined us. Another warlord. Lost a few of our cheaper troops. Ooh, we stole an ogre from him and wiped out everybody else in that army. A couple unexpected events. A group of zealots has joined our armies. Great. Hidden laboratory has been found. We got a lab, a bunch of gems. Deadly disease and Sefecte. Again, that's where our Harvester of Sorrows was just summoned. Not a problem. He's going to be moving in just a moment. We've discovered more. Oh, a demon bred. Suck it, computer. Another Slayer. Take that. And another Slayer. Take that. So, we're just beating down every single assassin they're trying to send towards us. And killing filthy brigands everywhere. This is great. So, we have our Harvester of Sorrows in the north. Let's get him moved. Does he have such a great name as Gravechill did? Oh, his name is just Unburied. That's not a very great name, but let's have him go ahead and see what's going up in Femoria. They keep having troops appear here and then disappear, so I don't know if they're fighting against Pelagia over here somewhere, or if they're just moving troops around the map because they're afraid to attack us. I'm not sure. Down here, we have 40 enemy units right here. 20 enemy units, including some fire serpent fiends that can attack us in the rear. I don't want to have to deal with those, so we're going to take this army, which is getting light. Again, we do need to reinforce this eventually with more magic, but I think it still has enough to hold over here. We'll just dump an insane amount of money in here. Normally, you would never want to spend this much money on province defense, but we have it. The computer can't do anything about it. We might as well. We've finished building our castle here, so let's go ahead and set up our Augur recruitment so we can replenish our lost troops. And we'll get a little bit of regular troop recruitment going every turn as well. We have all these troops here. Oh, we don't want you. You just delivered, guys. We'll take all these guys and march them right into this small unit here. I can smell the blood in the air. Abyssia can't be long for this world. Up here, just taking a look, it looks like we're going to have to take this province as well in a minute. Let's go ahead and recruit a small army to do that for us. And in fact, we haven't gotten to use them yet. It's about time we broke out the lizardmen, I think. And we'll need a leader for them. So we have all of that set up. I'll go ahead and set up our normal background recruitment, and we'll end this turn in just a moment. Alrighty. So we've cast more Pale Riders and Behemoths. Our undead army is just growing in the south. We had a battle in Troll Canyons. And we took that province from Abyssia. Lost a couple units. Gained a soulless warrior. Huh, interesting. And wiped out a warlord. Killed some fire drakes. Yes! And a battle in Silver Woods. Let's see. That's that fortress in the north that we just marched on. So we lost one guy taking it. The rest of their troops are hiding in the castle. Unexpected event in Morn Woods. A huge barbarian horde unexpectedly attacked and pillaged the province. That's not good. Oh, that's where Dahuna was. Thank goodness. Thank goodness he was there, because he was able to hold off an entire army of barbarians. It's going to hurt our pockets, though. Caught another sneaking enemy. Shadow Imp was killed by our ogre. Started to destroy the gates of the Fort of the Silver Woods. So that's that fort in the north we're assaulting. And a little bit of starvation in Troll Canyons to be expected. So let's take a look here. Where's Troll Canyons? I think that's this area right here. Yep. So Abyssea's main homeland. They have got 80 enemy units, including all kinds of stuff. Quosquan, the great sage who radiates power. That's their god, I do believe, who's there. So we're going to need a pretty big force to assault this. I don't want us to get in the same situation we did with Helheim, where turn after turn after turn, we just fought for this same castle. I want to take it and be done. It looks like Femoria is at war with Pelagia. You can see here that Femoria is sieging one of their castles, so that explains all the troop movement we've been seeing. In the north, they've got a castle on this throne that we'll have to take. Let's see what's happening off to the west. We're going to be doing some more recruitment here, and then we'll be getting ready to assault Abyssea's final fort, and continuing to summon down here. So we'll go ahead and finish out a few more turns of recruitment. Can we get anybody else in here? Yes, we can. There we go. We'll finish a few more turns of recruitment, and then we'll be ready to assault Abyssea, take these last territories as well. Alrighty, I'll take care of that last part off camera, and we'll see you in just a second. And it looks like Abyssea tried to fight back a little bit. So we have our normal casting. We have a battle in Silver Woods. Some warlords, warlock apprentices on the attacking forces. Abyssine infantry, a couple ogres, serpent fiends. This is that army that was just off to the east, just north of Abyssea. They attacked us. We held them off. We did lose some more augurs, as expected. But they didn't able to take us out. That's great. Unexpected event occurred in Chibia. A spring fairy has been sighted, spreading joy and laughter in the land. Well, that's nice to hear. Silverwoods is still under our siege, but we have a smaller army there now, so we're going to need to reinforce that. And we have the lack of supplies. We already know what's going on there. No problem. So there should be hardly anyone left. That's right. Here, we have the gold, so let's see if we can't get just a... Oh man, you're expensive. A sneaking force. Is there anywhere we can do this easily? Yeah, that'll work. We'll just get a tiny army. Kind of started here. And we'll just kind of see if we can take this on the sly. But we need to reinforce our sieging armies. It looks like we don't have a lot of great options for this reinforcement, though. So we'll just have to hope they don't attempt to break this siege and wipe us out while we're holding them there. Oh, Pelagia moved back in force and took their castle back. That is a lot of mermen. That's kind of scary. Here we have our units for recruiting. I think we'll give that another turn or two before it's ready to move. And Abyssea is still here, so our recruitment is working. We have a lot of gold. Let's get another giant army down here in the south. And we'll move them up. These guys, yeah, they can carry more. Alrighty. Let's get another giant group of troops here. I think we need to make sure we have some banners. There we go. I think 2 turns of that should be good. So we'll end this turn of recruitment. And see you on the other side of the next turn. And I couldn't help myself. I saw a possible weakness and decided to attack with our Harvester of Sorrows in the north. Turned out to be a bad idea. He was defeated and died fleeing the battle. An unexpected event occurred in Elder Hill. Death +1. Fields have not been tended properly. Not a big issue. Another sneaky enemy caught and destroyed. Perfect. Silver Woods is ready to fall. We can assault it whenever we want. And again, Troll Canyon, we have too many people there. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to build a lab here in Troll Canyon. Because, oh, you can't build a lab. You can build a lab, however. Because I'm also having Ilvik, instead of Site Search, he's designing some magic items that allow us to have more people in an area. And in fact, if he was a little bit better, he could make better items. So, we'll have him make this Thorn Mace. Oh, we need more magic gems. If I'd pay attention, we need 10 nature gems. Let's make those real quick. Convert these fire and earth gems that we don't need. A couple nature gems. He can create this magic staff, which will make his earth magic more powerful. And then he can create more items that increase the supply for our troops so they can feed themselves. We don't have to deal with the starvation and disease. So we have that set up. These troops are here. There's not a lot of them. I don't want them just to hang out outside the castle. I want them to march right inside. No reason to just let them sit there. And the reason I'm telling them this is that I don't want us to end without another great battle in this turn. So we're going to assault this castle at the end of this turn. Let me set up the rest of it. We'll complete it. And then we'll watch what happens as we try to take out this northern province of Abyssia. Give us just a moment. And we have the results. So let's take a look. First, Dahuna, the undead mummy hero of our armies, has claimed another throne for us. I did some looking, and there are only 6 thrones, no 7th that we have to worry about. We've summoned another Bane Lord for our undead armies. We looked for some magic sites, but didn't find any. We had a battle at the Fortress of Silver Woods. We'll look at that in a moment. We found some sneaking enemies and killed them. And we also had some disease in Troll Canyon, lack of supplies, whatever. Right now, though, we have the battle at Silver Woods in the fortress. Let's take a look. So I moved all of our troops to the front so they could just charge right in. We have a couple of these... Ooh, what are these guys? Why are they glowing? Oh, it's the Herdmen. They have that glamour ability. Some troops left over from Helheim still with us. So, we have just a couple augurs left in this army, not many. But we also have, with our troops, where is he? The current prophet of our armies, Tarkon. We haven't talked about Tarkon much because he's just been doing his thing. But he is here. He's a disease healer. He's able to have one of those bottles of living water. He's been real useful, but we just haven't talked about him much. And we have... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Abyssia. I don't think you're going to win. Let's watch this very, very quickly. Oh. There goes that ogre running for his life. We've got a beast trainer. Oh, this warlock is running for his life. O'Neill. Bad times for O'Neill. And it looks like... Is he going to make it off the battlefield? Nope, we got him. Ooh, Mind Burn. Don't see that very often. So, with taking that, Abyssia is down to 3 provinces left. This province here, which has no troops in it. This province, which has nothing in it. And their hometown. So we'll be setting up the final assault on Abyssia and claiming the southern continent for ourselves in the next episode of Dominions 4 and Gaming with Grug. We hope to see you then. Thanks very much for watching, everybody.